Breaking news. Editing will be minimal because the news matters most. Right now, on their way to the Gaza Strip, the civilian crew of the Sumud is being detained. A flotilla whose ultimate goal was to deliver humanitarian aid to the civilians of the Gaza Strip, who are suffering a genocide at the hands of the State of Israel. And of course, they also wanted to draw as much attention as possible to this cause, to this genocide. I repeat, Israel is currently carrying out this in the Gaza Strip. Mission accomplished. On one hand, and on the other, their countries have abandoned them. There are 500 citizens from 46 countries who have done absolutely nothing to protect them. Italy sent a ship, but almost from the beginning said it would not accompany them. Spain hesitated a little longer, but in the end also ended up abandoning them. The images speak for themselves. The impunity with which Israel is getting away with this is absolutely tremendous. But of course, don't think that this is where the matter will end. Not at all. Meanwhile, there you can see in the images the Israeli Navy announcing to a civilian crew that they cannot continue sailing through waters that, in theory, do not belong to Israel.
Change your course to Ashdod port for the AID's security inspection.
Which Israel has absolutely colonized? It's an absolute disgrace at the international level. The same people who suffered a genocide themselves are now using the Holocaust to basically carry out the Holocaust. And we must, I think, do everything possible to make sure they don't get away with it. Now then, it may seem that their impunity is absolute, but these things must be forever engraved in the collective conscience. These are images of the crew of the flagship of the Sumut Flotilla, Alma, where the crew was being detained by the Israeli armed forces. Civilians detained by the military. Now, it's not exactly known where they are or what has happened to them. I imagine they'll end up being released, but for what reason? With what right exactly? Israel can show up in waters that don't belong to them, stop a humanitarian mission, and much more. The most important reason for all of this is to carry out a genocide, the ethnic cleansing of a population that is not to blame for living in a territory where, in fact, until the 1950s, the State of Israel didn't even exist, because it's a state that was created artificially. Ultimately, right now there will be a lot of people who will try to use this, even to make fun of it, to, as always, talk from their own ideological standpoint. I hope we are able to come together once and for all as humanity. There is a civilian population, not ever, not bullshit, not terrorists, not anything like that. There are 800,000 displaced people. Imagine that you have to leave your home and you don't know exactly when you'll be able to return. And I say this and I almost start crying again, because I've already seen this happen. I live in Thomas now, and here people have experienced this more than once. You have no idea what it means to look someone in the eyes when there's almost nothing you can do for them. The only thing you can do is tell their story. So that's the only thing I'm trying to do now. Also for the civilian population of the Gaza Strip. I hope you can do the same. Comment however you can. Not just on this video, but on others you see about this. Talk about the topic. Try to raise collective awareness, because the time will come. I truly promise you, it seems like evil is winning right now, but the time will come, and we will work to make sure it finally arrives. Not just in reference to this cause, but of course, in reference to this cause. Practically first and foremost. They will eventually pay for their evil actions, as there will no longer be a Holocaust to save them. It has already become perfectly clear that what they are doing has no reason behind it, nor will it have any forgiveness from God. I don't care if it's divine or human, I think it's both. But there will be justice, of course, also for the Gaza Strip, and it's in our hands to make it happen. For now, let's see what happens with this crew. I hope they all come out unharmed. At the very least, they've already had a rough time, but they've put their lives in danger. Whether we like them or not, it's to show the whole world that the state of Israel is a terrorist state. Today, it has made it clearer than ever. From here on, it's our job to make sure, on one hand, that people know about it, on the other, that it is never forgotten, and of course, that they end up paying for it. Because maybe not from one moment to the next, but there will be a Nuremberg for the state of Israel.